Now in this video, I will show you how to create a family, proper settings of the reference plane, and dimension. You may have seen it in my previous video, so just bear with me. Select families, click new. Here you will be directed to the family templates. Select metric if you're using millimeters and meters, and English or imperial if you're using an English method, English system. So let's use the metric. If you are unsure, just select the metric generic model first. This template can be changed or revised later to your preferred preference. Now the display of the family creation shows us this floor plans, the project browser. We also have the ceiling plan and also the elevation views, and the properties browser on this left side. Here are the tools which we have used last time in our previous video. We know how it is used and what object it can be. Now the most important part is this X and Y axis. This is the origin, and if you are in the reference level, you are facing the floor level. Whatever you draw, whatever shape it is, it's being drawn in the floor level. So you're starting from 0, 0 or 0 height. Now let's create a reference plane. Is always required to create a parametric family. It also is a good preference to set the dimensions and the width or height of any object. Let's create an XY reference. This is the Y one. I would like to create it either longer than this origin, so we can identify it easily. Here you can draw another one. You can click here to have the same level. You can even name this reference. Let's say this one is Y1. Here, let's name it as Y2. Just select the reference plane and click the box. You can change the name. Now also we have this. You can also go back to create reference plane and set another X plane and another at the bottom. Here we're going to create a table family. So just name this plane as X1 and this one as X2. Now we can also create a dimension in reference to the origin, so we can set a parameter. So reference plane are very important when we need to adjust the dimensions and size of our family. So later it will be easier rather than drawing it freehand. And in the insertion point, it's always referred to the origin level. So let's create a dimension here. If you cannot find it, click modify and dimension. Here, select from the first dimension to the origin and to the second line or second reference plane. The equal sign will appear and check it, and if these dimensions will be equal from the reference point. If the dimensions is too small, you can either adjust your scale by using 50, it will be much better. Again, you can have a dimension set from this line to control the dimensions of the x-axis. So here we can also create a parameter. Let's set it as width, maintain type, and dimension. Here you will see the width parameter has been created, and this later on you can use to control the dimension of this reference plane and the object drawn in this plane. So here we're going to create another dimension. Select equal and check it. Now to show you what will happen if you select a dimension from center reference and then you create another dimension here. The equal sign will not be shown, but you can always create it. You need to erase it and start from this point, and then this. Then you can see the equal sign will be shown. So just take note of this. Sometimes it's difficult to remember or familiarize yourself, even when you're starting as a beginner in creating a family. Here, let's select the depth. Let's select this and create a parameter. Select this box. Let's set it as depth, or let's say length. Now you want to change the dimension, you can click here, set this dimension. Let's say we need this 2 meter length table, 4 meter total, 2 meter, 2 meter, so 4 meter. Here we can maintain the 2.4. Now we have created our reference plane on the reference level, on the floor level. So in order to adjust the height of this table, we need to create a reference level where we can attach it above the floor level. So let's go to the front. Here is the reference level, which is 0. Click to create, click a reference level. You can select from this line, and maybe here. Now the dimension is set as 1.5, so after we can change it to, let's say, 900 in the tabletop. So this is the reference level that our table will be, the height of the table will be placed in. So now let's go back to the reference level. Let's create the extrusion, our first object. Use the extrusion tools. Let's create a rectangular shape for the table itself, and the extrusion, let's say about 25 mm or 50 mm. Create object. Sorry, I forgot to again to. Now let's create extrusion. Here you need to draw the lines first away from the reference plane. Let's use the rectangle. Then you need to align it. This is the most important part. So once you change this dimension, these lines will follow that reference plane. That's why we have created the reference plane. Lock. Select the reference plane. Lock. And select the reference plane, and then click. We have changed the thickness to 50. Click finish edit mode. Now let's change this dimension to, here is the family type, so let's open this browser. Here is your parameter. Let's choose this to 3 meter. Let's see what will happen. Click apply. See that the dimensions has changed and the shape has been shortened. So here you can also control the width. Let's make it 3 meter. Enter, click apply, and then click it. So now it's a square table with a 3 meter by 3 meter dimension. So let's make it realistic. So let's have the table as 1.5 and about 1 meter in. So here is our table. This is the length and this is the width. Now let's go back to the front view. In order for us to shift this to this line, we need to select this extrusion, set it here, and select it, and then align this line, this reference point to this line. So let's select the reference point, lock, Now here we can have this dimension set, and we can change this dimension to 50. So let's select it, and the extrusion will be 950. Actually, we can also create another parameter later just to control the thickness of that table, but we will do it later. We can add another constraint, which is the reference plane. Let's do it. Create a reference plane on top of this, and until set a dimension.